So today is yet another day in San Diego, and I'm on my way to another adventure. I find myself at the Encinitas station once more, waiting for a coaster train. Because of my last video's adventures, or misadventures with Pronto, I decided to just buy a coaster day pass today. That was 15 bucks, and that allows transit on pretty much every mode of transit in the San Diego area. So yeah, my first mission is to hop on coaster to Sorrento Valley so that I can visit UCSD. Just a short while later, here I am at the Sorrento Valley Coaster Station. This is the closest station to UCSD, or the quickest station to UCSD, because after this, trains go through the Rose Canyon, and it's takes a long time. Anyway, here there are certain commuter buses that run to the different office parks around here, which is interesting because there's no direct transit connection from Sorrento Valley to UCSD itself, despite how close it is. I'm waiting here for the Route 974. This is one of the free commuter shuttles. This will get me to the Gilman Transit Center at the heart of UCSD, but because I just missed it, I still have another 20 minutes before I can take that. So you can see here, Sorrento Valley is only 1 or 2 highway exits down from UCSD, but these buses here only run during the peak hours. They only run to connect with rush hour coaster trains. And because of this, anyone coming from North County to UCSD outside of the peak hours has to go through the twisty Rose Canyon before being able to transfer to the trolley, which is actually very new to get to UCSD itself. And consequently, because of the peak commuter nature of the service here, Sorrento Valley is pretty much deserted outside of the people directly transferring off of their trains and getting onto the buses that go to the various business parks. I personally think that there should be a shuttle between Sorrento Valley and UCSD to better serve like commuters coming from North County, but it is what it is. Onwards to the 974. So behind me over there is a bike and pedestrian path that connects Sorrento Valley to UCSD, which admittedly is useful. I'm definitely glad that it exists, and if I lived here I would probably be using it, if considering how much I bike. But I really think it's not enough, because imagine if I wasn't some like 19-year-old with too much energy and I wanted to get from Sorrento Valley to UCSD itself. This would be like a challenge, obviously. So I think that's why there should be more shuttle services connecting last mile gaps like this. So I am at UCSD now, and my mission is to ride Triton Transit. Now, unlike Unitrans, Triton Transit is for UCSD students only. So for the purposes of this video, I am now a UCSD student. Go Tritons. Yeah, I don't know if they'll actually let me on, but the bus is behind me, so I guess we'll find out. Okay, so that was surprisingly easy. I just got on the Triton Transit bus, and it brought me to the Central Campus Light Rail station. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. From what I can tell, Triton Transit is operated by a combination of student and contract or career drivers. unlike Unitrans, where we are entirely student-run with the occasional contract driver here and there. Yeah, that was... I did not expect that it'd be that easy to get on, but here we are. And I'm excited to ride the other shuttle routes that are operated. That was operated in an El Dorado ENC 29-footer bus. Those things are really jumpy. They're interesting. But here I am on UCSD campus. I am rambling, and it's time to explore a little. I'm also here to see the Mid-Coast Trolley extension. This was an extension that opened in November 2021 that brought the Blue Line to UCSD, meaning that the Blue Line runs all the way from the UTC Transit Center, to the Mexican border, where I was yesterday, or in the last video. So yeah, time to ride this new light rail extension. This station is completely deserted. It is just a little bit funny that I'm commenting on this station being deserted despite the fact that it is 8:45 a.m. on a summer Wednesday, 3 days after July 4th, so it probably makes sense that people aren't really here right now. So I got off here at Executive Drive Station, one stop before the final stop of UTC, because this has one of the most interesting platform designs I've ever seen. It's like crushed pebbles or something.
Service guys. Train's out of service,
So this not-in-service train just pulled up onto the platform, but now my next mission is to go find another shuttle to ride. I don't know where I want to go on it, but that's not important. So after a quick peek around the Executive Drive MTS station, I have come to the conclusion that there are no shuttles that service here. So I'm just walking one block down to the UTC Transit Center to find some buses to ride. What else do I do with my time? First thoughts on, UCSD as a whole. Loving the weather. It's definitely giving big city vibes. I love the new extension. It's very new, and being elevated just means that it's like objectively better than anything else. The buses are interesting. They generally just do laps around campus, but I did hear 99 Red Balloons playing in the bus that I was riding to get to Central Campus, which I thought was very interesting. I definitely wish that Unitrans had radios or had music broadcasting devices, but that's, oh well. C40LF. Onwards towards UTC. So when you have a day pass, what better thing to do than to make use of it by taking a bus one stop, which is exactly what I'm about to do. One block later, here I am at the UTC Transit Center. Driver seemed less than thrilled that I was going to just take it for a block, but it is what it is. Anyway, here I am at the UTC. Gonna try to find a shuttle or a bus or something to do. So I am once again confronted with the reality that there are no shuttles here at UTC. So I'm going to hop on the Superloop service. This is operated using Bendy Boys, and I'm going to take that back to the Gilman Transit Center. So here I am again at the Gilman Transit Center, and I think I will go walk around a little bit before I decide what else to do, because, you know, I want to explore UCSD. So behind me here at the Gilman TC is the SIO shuttle. That's a shuttle I'm planning on taking later. It goes down to the Scripps Institute of Oceanography and also serves the aquarium, and it goes down by the beach. It's run in El Dorado today. So, walking through campus, some impressions are that it reminds me of Davis, it reminds me of a college. I wonder why. It's nice. Still can't get over this weather. It's still June gloom, but it's a nice warm June gloom. And today I learned UCSD has a whole Target in the campus. Wow. Behind me here is the very architecturally unique Geisel Library. Yeah. It's very interesting. I can't imagine what went into designing it, but it's cool. Can't argue with that. So in front of the Geisel Library is a sculpture of Dr. Seuss, Theodore Seuss Geisel. Cat in the Hat. It's because UCSD is the home to the Seuss collection, apparently, which I think was very interesting. I didn't know that. This path leading up to the library is so interesting because it's supposed to look like a skink, I think. It's like a ramp that's like lizard colored. Here I am in a UCSD building, in the engineering building. I'm not an engineering major. I'm not a UCSD student. Vibin'. So now that I've done a little bit of a walking tour of UCSD, a bit, I'm trying to go find another shuttle to take that back to the Gilman Transit Center. Or somewhere, we'll see. And so here I am at the Gilman Transit Center once more, awaiting my final Triton Transit shuttle. That was a tongue twister. Yeah, my final thoughts on UCSD. It's a nice campus. I really like it. Lots of transit around. It's also very spread out, which is a SoCal kind of thing. And now I'm just waiting for the Triton Transit that's going to take me down to the Scripps Institute of Oceanography. And then from there I can go explore the village of La Jolla. So after about 15 minutes, I am off of the Scripps shuttle, and I am here at the Scripps National Oceanography area and right next to the beach. Bus to the beach is really cool, but that route was tight as hell. There were so many hazards that the bus had to navigate through. It was kind of insane, and I'm eternally grateful that I don't have to drive through that. But yeah, here I am. The bus took me right to the La Jolla beach, and I don't know, I think it'd be pretty cool if Davis had a bus to the beach, but we're a little bit too inland for that. Because the Triton transit shuttle only goes as far as Scripps and not La Jolla itself, I'm just going to walk a little bit and catch a MTS 30 bus that'll take me to the La Jolla town center itself. So after just a little bit on the bus, I find myself in the town of La Jolla. So some first thoughts on La Jolla are that it's like a combination of Monterey and Hawaii. Like with water you can actually swim in. It seems like a really nice place. Some seals or sea lions down there. Now that I've spent some time vibing along the coast in La Jolla, it's time to find a bus to my next destination. I'm going to Kearny Mesa to find some food, and to do that I'm going to take the 140 to the 27. And there's my 140 bound for the Balboa Avenue Transit Center. Quick ride on the 140 Express later, and I'm at the Balboa Avenue Transit Center. This is one of the new stations built for the Mid-Coast Trolley Extension, and it sure looks that way. Anyway, I'm just here to switch to the 27, and that'll take me to Kearny Mesa. So after a little bit, I find myself in Kearny Mesa. I'm gonna go get myself some food, and then it's onwards to my next destination, to be determined. Well, it does look like I've found some food. So now that I have had some lunch and boba, both me and my phone are recharged. So it is now time to hop back onto the 27, and it's onwards towards Escondido. So the bus I want to catch is way down there. There are currently 2 trucks, like, obstructing the driver's line of sight. This will be fun. So I am off the 27 at the Kearny Mesa Transit Center, and I'm here to transfer to the Route 235. That's going to take me to Escondido, and that is the MTS's bus rapid transit system, so I'm very excited to try that out. And after that, I'm planning on taking the Sprinter to Oceanside, which is their DMU service, DMU light rail kind of thing, so very excited for that too. But onwards to the 235. after about 45 minutes, I am off the bus at Escondido Transit Center. That wasn't really a BRT so much as it was a express bus that traveled in the middle of the highway on some express lanes, but it was still nice. The seats were comfortable. It was relatively fast. But yeah, here I am at Escondido, and I'm transferring to the Sprinter light rail. So that's my next adventure. Almost an hour later, I am off of the Sprinter here at Oceanside Transit Center, and yeah, that was a really great ride. I always love riding the Sprinter because it reminds me of the DMU services in like Taiwan and Japan, so it's always just a chill, nice ride. Next up is to take the coaster to Encinitas to finish out my day. Fun fact about the Sprinter is that, much like some lines of the trolley, it shares tracks with freight trains. And because the Sprinter is a DMU sort of light rail, technically, it had to apply for an FRA waiver to operate on the same tracks as freight trains, or some sort of FRA paperwork. But the point is, the stations are specially built with retractable gangways for the doors, so that freight trains can run through during the off hours when service isn't running, without having to worry about hitting the platforms. And with that, I am back at the Encinitas coaster station, ending my day on San Diego Transit again. Yeah, I had a really good time. I'm happy that I was able to explore Triton Transit. I thought that was an interesting peek into another student-operated bus service. And yeah, love the buses, love the Scripps shuttle. Everything else, had a great time, lots of transit to be ridden. Today I experimented using the paper day pass instead of using Pronto. That also had its own interesting misadventures because apparently the MTS and NCTD are phasing out the paper day passes, so people aren't really supposed to be using those anymore. And I had a driver straight up tell me that, like, hey, we're not supposed to be accepting those paper day passes, which I think is interesting because I was able to buy one at the ticket machine. But yeah, I guess Pronto is the way they want people to go. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.